Good evening, YouTube. Hello, and I hope everybody is doing freaking awesome tonight. I know I am, even though I cannot chat in the chat because my keyboard is seemingly unfunctional. I don't know why. So it is what it is. This is all the fun that you have when you're live streaming. I hope you guys are doing awesome tonight. I know I'm doing awesome, and I'm ready to answer your live streaming questions as best I possibly can. My name is Michael Fire Jr. I want to thank Michael T. Panetta for taking questions this evening. If you have a question for me that pertains to live streaming, please do me a big favor. Go ahead and at TechExamine, and he will pass that question on to the wonderful Monica, who will then read the question so that I can answer it. But I wanted to start out tonight talking about YouTube just a little bit. How many of you guys are YouTubers? Go ahead and put like a 1 in the chat to let me know whether you are a YouTuber or just hanging out to answer questions. And I want to say hello to Ragged Company Recordings, Daniel Lewis, hello, Jim Morales, Gemma's in the house, of course Michael T. Panetta's in the house, and Alejandro Rodriguez all the way from Costa Rica. Gregory Simonez, hello. So we don't have any YouTubers in the house. Everyone here is just a person who likes to watch live streams about live streaming. Is that what I'm getting from that? So Gemma's a YouTuber. Michael T is a YouTuber. This we know. Cynthia Carver, thank you so much for being here. Hello. Driven Deep. What are beans? Well, they make you fart, buddy. Giorgio is a YouTuber. Awesome, awesome. You had any luck using Streamlabs and OBS? Okay, that's the first question. I'll get to that. So we do have a largely YouTube crowd. So I want to talk a little bit, just for a couple of minutes, so indulge me, on a little bit of YouTube faux pas that I have that I'm almost certain that you guys have. Do any of you guys have that thumbs down fairy? That guy or person or whoever whom is going to leave you a thumbs down on every stinking video, irregardless of what the content is. Like they don't even watch it. Like a live stream that has a thumbs down before you even go live. Do all you guys end up with somebody like that? Well, that's good. Let me tell you why that's good. Because you make people feel a certain way. And whether it's a good feeling or a bad feeling, you're always going to have people that don't like what you do. Now, I think it's a bit silly to rub someone the wrong way in such a way that they actually feel it's necessary to log in or click on your videos just so they can thumbs down them. But I'm not making any judgments on those particular individuals. I love the thumbs down button because it gives you the opportunity to say, you know, there's something about this content that I don't really like. So I certainly don't want to see YouTube get rid of it. But I wanted to let you guys know that all interaction and context that you get on your content is good interaction. Even that guy who left the thumbs down before the stream even started, that's good for me, because YouTube shared this out because they're thinking people care about what this guy has to say or what he's going to say on his stream, because there was already 5 or 6 interactions with this video before I even went live. So that's a good thing. So if you have that guy that or girl or whoever that just can't seem to stop logging into your account just so they can leave a thumbs down, don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get in your head, because you're not going to be able to please everybody. And the simple fact that you made something or did something that aggravated that person is good, because it means you're showing personality. It means you have an opinion. And not everyone is always going to agree with you. I promise you that if you do content that you expect everyone to agree with, that comment is probably so freaking boring, nobody's gonna watch it. It's okay to be a nice guy, but you can still have an opinion. I generally tend to look at myself as a person who likes to be agreeable. I like to do things that help people and all that stuff, but the simple fact is that my personality may grate on people, and sometimes I may say something they don't like, and they're going to disagree with me. And you want to make sure that you're the same. You want to be as agreeable with the audience you're trying to reach as possible, but you're not a zombie. Be yourself, have fun, and expect and understand that you're going to get that thumbs down furry every once in a while. And believe it or not, they'll do a series of 10 videos and they'll get bored and move on to something else anyways. So don't let it get you down. Don't let it stress you. It is what it is. It's going to happen. Tech for your needs. Hello. Some people have too much time on their hands. Some people do. Some people do. But the fact that you have an actual opinion and you're willing to speak it means that's gonna happen. So do we have any questions? Let's go over to the Monica cam and say hi to her this evening. She looks pretty fantastic tonight, by the way. So let's see what she has to say and see if we have any questions. And by the way, if you're new, go ahead and ask questions in the stream about live streaming or any kind of YouTube growth stuff. I'm more than happy to answer any of that stuff without any problems. And you can just leave those comments at Michael at Tech Examine, and I'll get right to them. Here is Monica. Okay, so theoretically, OBS to Streamlabs to Zoom should function exactly like OBS to Zoom. All Streamlabs is a pretty little wrapper that goes on your OBS. So if I pop over here really quick, this is my OBS. All the Streamlabs is like a different.
Oh, sorry.
What?
There's no sound on it.
No sound on you. Okay, we'll fix that when we get back there. Everything that's on the screen here, I guess here or up there and all around, everything that's here is exactly the same as it is in Streamlabs. They took this software and just put a pretty little interface on it. So if you follow the steps in the video for adding all of the pieces that you would add to OBS, if you still follow those steps, it's going to add the same things into Streamlabs. Some of the locations to do stuff is in a little different spots and locations, but for the most part, it's almost exactly the same. So you're going to be able to do exactly the same thing in Streamlabs as you can do in OBS. So hopefully that answers your question in a long roundabout sort of way. Let's go over to Monica and see if I can fix her audio. All right, we're gonna go here. So when I go over to that, who has no audio? Monica has no audio, or I have no audio? Because I'm seeing audio, that's for sure. No, I'm seeing audio.
So I get an echo.
Well, let's go over here. I don't know. I don't know. Make sure that, well, the thing is it's showing like it's all water pouring into her headset. It's all now. All right, so it sounds like they're getting audio. I don't know. So if you have any questions about live streaming, do me a big favor. At Tech Examined, let me know what your questions are. They are both. You are both patchy. Oh, you know what? Go ahead and turn the AC off. Let's see what happens.
When Monica's on, Michael sounds very choppy.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun?
Live streaming is all about.
Yeah, this is definitely what live streaming is on your all about. On my scene, we're fine. Let's go to this one here and go ahead and talk for me.
How's this? Is this any better?
It looks perfect. All right, we'll have her speak louder and use my microphone, apparently. All right, let's go back into main. So somebody asked something about,
I'm followed by NDI tools not showing up in Streamyard.
yeah. Well, if you plug them, if you install them properly, the NDI plugins will show up in Streamlabs. Hey, Budget, what's up, buddy? I'm gonna go over here to my tutorial screen, and oh boy, I'm choppy now, huh? Am I only choppy when it's just me on stream, or what?
Try shutting all my stuff down and restart my process.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. Can't really do that. Oh boy, isn't this nice that Streamlabs decides it wants to update? How nice! Oh man. Let's see. Have Monica come over with you. We could do that too. You can come over here and sit here.
I would have to bring the whole computer and everything.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you can use this. All right, so here is my Streamlabs. If I go into the audio sources, you could see it says right here, let's see, banner image, video capture device. I don't actually, oh, here it is, NDI source. NDI source is right there. If you installed the plugins the way that it says to do so in the video, you will have NDI source right here. If you did not install the plugins the way that it says in the video, that means the runtime and the thing, which are separate on Mac. Only chomp. All right, which is you know, only on Mac, not on PC. Then because on PC they're both included in the exact same thing. I should have known something was weird because my keyboard was not functioning the way that it should either. So, yep, there you have it. Any other questions? Future Soundbeat, is this OBS? This, what you're seeing over here, is Streamlabs, which now my mouse isn't working. Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be a short.
This is going to be a short stream, is right, honey. Let's see here.
What software do you use?
I use OBS. Holy moly, why is this doing this? This is what happens when I take the whole studio down in order to film other things, and then I have to put the whole studio back. So this is what I use right here, OBS. But OBS Streamlabs is exactly the same with a prettier package. It's really easy to use. You're not going to have any problems, and if you have any questions on how to set it up, that's why we're here tonight. I can help you set it up. We can do all kinds of cool stuff with it. But this is OBS right here. What?
Check where your name says you're sinking like the Titanic.
Yes, I am sinking like the Titanic. This is just how it works. It's just how it works. You know, it's funny because if I go over here to the Monica cam, everything looks normal. Let's try a different version of it.
Because they say it gets choppy when you come to me. Like even when you know, switch over, it gets all choppy. So don't switch over at this point.
Don't switch over at this point.
Switch over because if it gets all choppy, why?
Oh yeah, look at that. Your camera's totally locked. Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
Your microphone is that one. This is the camera. It's a cheap ass cam.
It's like a test stream, actually.
I don't know what to do. Okay, so we've got a question from Santiago. I've managed to set up OBS, NDI, and Zoom with your tutorial, but I'm having huge amounts of lag on my Zoom video feed. I think my Wi-Fi is throttling my stream. I tried lowering the bit rate and the video resolution. Well, the first question is, Santiago, you should... Where are you getting lag? You getting lag from OBS to Zoom. If that's what your problem is, then you should be plugging first. Yeah, that they should be on the exact same computer. There shouldn't be a massive amount of lag, but there is going to be some lag. But it could be your machine holding it up. If you're talking about the difference between when you say the words in your mouth and when the people on the stream hear you, that's 30 seconds. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just the way it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. It takes that amount of time for me to say something here and for the stream to hear it. You shouldn't be listening to the stream. If you're listening to the stream, you're doing it wrong because there's always going to be 30 minutes of latency or 30 seconds of latency there. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. How do I use the watcher count? Oh, come on. I'll tell you. I'll show you right here. Let me switch over to my tutorial piece here. And let's see. We're going to go into widgets. And I'm going to go to my tutorial screen. And where are we at here? Okay, so in order to get the widgets to come up, here's what we do. Google Chrome. Where are we at here now? Oh, for God's sakes. So we go to widgets, and right here is the viewer count widget. So I can go in here, I can ask it what viewers I want, Twitch viewers, YouTube viewers, Mixer viewers. I guess that one's probably not going to be there too much longer. I just copy the link out here, and then I go into my OBS, and I click here. I go to browser source, and you can call this whatever, viewer. I can't call it anything because my keyboard's not working, but you could call it whatever you want. And then I can paste this in here, hopefully. Luckily, my mouse is kind of functional. And boom, there you go. It's going to give you your view count. So that, my friend, is how to put your view count in there. Simple, simple stuff. Alrighty.
There's one here that
There's
feature sound beat. It says, how can I set my screen like what he's looking at now? It's really cool. Probably the main screen. I would think the main screen.
I don't know. Are you talking about this screen right here?
That's the future sound beat.
Future Soundbeat asks how he can set his screen like mine. I created this overlay, and all of the things on here, like this and that, and all the stuff here is all the stuff all around me right here. They're all widgets that I created from Streamyard or Streamlabs or whatever, and I put them in here. So if you wanted to be able to create a scene just like this, all you have to do is go and watch a video that I did. Actually, let me see if I can find the video or find some videos that might be able to help you.
Future sound beat says yes.
Yeah. All right, so let me grab a video here that's going to show you exactly how I created this overlay. And it'll walk you through how you can do one yourself with a little bit of practice. Because these overlays take a lot of time to actually make. But you can figure it out. You can get to it. And maybe I can even find the video. You never know. Oh, let's see here. We're going to go to... wow. You know, when you want to find... Here it is. Custom dynamic overlays. That's the one. So this one right here will... This link right here, if I could actually send it, which I can't. There we go. That link right there will show you how to set up this same overlay. So there you go. There you go. Do we have another question, Pumpkin?
There is. Mike wants to know if you want him to keep sending questions or if you're just going to read the chat yourself.
Well, we're going to try to do both. You can bring the machine over here if you wanted to, and we can do that.
Okay, well there is a question from Kamrul Hassan. He says, how you use that transaction?
Oh,
so I don't know what that
transition
means.
maybe?
It says transaction, so it might be transition between your
Okay.
overlay.
All right, give me 30 seconds so I can bring her over here so that she can she can see the chat and talk to you.
Watch the cords. Got all the cords around the leg.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Possibly. We might be getting somewhere.
Yes. Bringing this high
Once she gets her chair over here, we will both be on the same camera. So,
high-tech stuff going on over
yes, yes. So I'm thinking that he may have asked how we get the how we get the transition stuff. So basically what we have to do is set up a transition. Right now I have fade in here, but I have let's go to the tutorial thing first. There we go. So the transitions that you're talking about is that little thing that goes through when we're changing from one scene to another, I'm guessing. And you can set that right here. You can pick different ones. So that particular one is a video file that I created. And I can just switch scenes by going like that, and it'll show there once I select it down here in the scene transitions. Now, if you're interested in actually knowing how we made this transition, yeah, just like old times, Michael. If you're interested in knowing how we made that transition, I actually built that transition on a live stream that I did not too long ago. I will get the link for that live stream and put it in here so that you guys can check it out if you want to create that same transition. It's really pretty simple stuff to go ahead and just create it yourself. If I can find the actual transition video thingy. Let's see, chatbots. Need my lives. And yeah, I actually did create that particular custom thumbnail Q&A. Here it is. I created that one actually on a live stream, which went a lot better from a technical perspective than this particular one has. Considering my keyboard has stopped working and Monica is sitting right next to me. It's always fun when you live stream. So just keep that in mind, guys. Something always goes wrong. Always goes wrong. Now we don't even have the Monica cam. That's no fun.
You have the Monica side seat.
Now they know that you're actually in the same room as
Yes.
me. That's disturbing.
Well,
We could be doing all kinds of things under the table.
which we're not.
We're not, but we could be. You just think about it. Anyway, are there any other questions?
There's actually comments from Santiago. Did you answered a question for Santiago? Because he
I don't know.
is making a reference. He says, I don't think it's the default delay because it isn't a constant time, it's variable. It'll show me just fine and no lag for a few minutes and then freeze up or get choppy video. On my OBS and NDI monitor, the video stream looks fine, which leads me to believe it's my Wi-Fi upload speed dropping and peaking. It would be great if it's not my Wi-Fi and it's a solvable problem on the software side.
Okay, so Santiago, the first way to solve a problem like that is to not use Wi-Fi. You should always stream plugged in. You can see there's enough crazy variables in a live stream that can already go wrong without adding in the Wi-Fi variable. But I do want to show you something right here. I want to show you a way that you can be sure what it is, okay? So if I go in here and I'm watching my stream, and if this was live right now, down here there would be a green dot that would tell me how many kilobytes per second I'm streaming at. And then over here, it would tell me how many frames I'm dropping as I'm streaming. Now, if this dropped frames continues to rise and rise and rise while you're streaming, and your bit rate continues to drop and go up and drop and go up, that is your connection. That's the connection's problem. If you go in and you have your stats loaded, this is the stats screen. This is something that you can add to your... Now I just got that stuck, didn't I? I did. That's awesome. There we go. So the stats screen is something you can add right here in View, Docs, Stats. And if you have frames missed due to render lag or skipped frames due to encoding lag, that means that it is your computer problem that's causing the issue. So there you go. Plug in and then see whether it's the computer problems right here in your stats, or down here when you're live streaming, if you're dropping frames, then it's your connection. And that will tell you for sure, you will know the next time you stream which one of those is causing your problems. Let's see. I want to say, by the way, hello Santiago, Marco, hello Kenneth, good evening. Pauline Newman, the YouTube angel, is in the house. Hello Pauline. Oh, that's awesome. Your screen blocks the green light. What does that mean? Yeah, I left the stream for about 10 minutes. Uh-oh, Kenneth. We missed you. We missed you. I hope all is well. If you left for 10 minutes, it was probably the 10 minutes where the stream was pooping the bed. And we couldn't get any audio from Monica's microphone, and we still haven't been able to figure out why my keyboard doesn't work. But live streaming never goes right. So there you go. How to fix video lag problems in Skype by NDI in OBS. I'm not sure what you mean by video lag problems. But if you are not plugged in using Ethernet, that would be that's one of the plug-in cables. If you're not plugged in, that's a good place to start. Please show me right away. Well, there's nothing to show. I just showed you. If you are getting lagging problems and you're dropping a lot of frames on your live streams, which is right down here at the bottom of your OBS, right here in the little circle, where you can't see. Right down here in the bottom. If you are getting, if your bits per second is not green, and you are getting a lot of drop frames over here when you're live, it is your connection that is not fast enough to support the bit rate that you are using.
I'm seeing staticky and broken audio. Kenneth can't hear anything. Staticky.
Wow. Video. Why is that not?
Both of you. It's just Kenneth is saying that, so I don't know, maybe it's just...
Yeah, maybe. Is anyone else having audio problems? Got to get an Ethernet adapter for my lovely, expensive, high-tech MacBook Pro. Yep, I had to do the same thing, Santiago. Unfortunately, you're using a MacBook Pro, and that's probably the first place that's going to cause you to have some significant problems. But if you're getting frames due to render lag, it's your computer. If you're getting drop frames down here at the bottom, it is absolutely your connection. Do we have any other questions, beautiful?
Yeah, we do. Marco Avalos, he says, how can I control the playback of a VLC video source?
All right, well, so I don't know if I have VLC loaded on here. Let me take a look and see. If you were gonna, let's say you were gonna, yeah, let's put it on here. Why not? This has already gone so well.
Oh, okay. Here's a continuation to that. He says, when I include a VLC video source, it starts playing on switching that source on and off. But how can I control the playback of that file? For example, pause it along the way.
Yeah, you're going to have to do it in the VLC software. You're going to have to do that in the VLC software. Kenneth, if you're receiving choppy audio or choppy video, I'm starting to suspect that it may not actually be me. I haven't dropped a frame, and I'm broadcasting at the same kilobytes per second since I started. And so is anyone else having audio issues or hearing?
It's good. Everyone says audio's good there.
Okay.
Oh, Moss is here.
Moss is in the house. Hello, Moss. How are you doing, my friend? Ragged Company Recordings. Hello.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's good.
Natty, hello. It's okay. Well, that's good. I always like it okay. Wendell, hello. Wendell's in the house. Do we have any other questions? Did I answer that question? I think, all right. So VLC. The only way to control VLC is going to be to control it. Click here, display to check. I don't care. Just give me the damn downloading. There we go. I don't know if this will cause things to go haywire or not. We're going to see. We're going to see. Whee! Look at that. That is fun. You're not going to be able, unless you set up shortcut keys for VLC.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Nelson, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. The only way you can control VLC is through VLC unless you set up shortcut keys. So let's see if there's some sort of shortcut key here. Tools, tracks, media, codec, program guide, messages, plugins, and extensions. So you can get new skins, devices, interfaces, extensions. So there's probably add-ons that you can add on here. Let's see, attachment input, CD audio input, blah, blah, blah. There's probably some sort of plugin or add-on that you can get for VLC that will be able to do it. But there's no shortcuts here. You can see, usually it will say like Control C, control this, control that. There's no shortcuts here. So if I were to open a media file, let's see here. Do I even have a media file on this? If I were to open this media file here and play it, well, the only way for me to stop and play and do it is just by clicking pause or clicking play or stop. There's no shortcut keys for this as far as I know. You go in here and you look at video or audio, and you could, but there's no when you go into playback, there's no shortcut key here. So as far as I know, unless you use a plugin, there's no way to control it outside of VLC. You can't control it inside of OBS. Hopefully that answers your question. We'll see. Alrighty, so what do we got?
We actually have a comment from Professor Mark Cashin. He just writes, great tutorial videos, Michael. Tremendously helpful as I started to prepare for live lecturing this coming semester.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's having the opportunity to hopefully teach people how to do things that can help them, especially now because let's face it, there are so many educators who have been thrust into a situation where they have to try to live stream or try to do what I'm doing right now, and it's not easy. As you can see, Monica's not usually sitting right next to me looking this hot. She usually sits over there and has her own microphone and her own segment, but it just didn't work tonight. It just didn't want to work, just like my keyboard didn't want to work. And sometimes things like that just happen when you're live streaming, especially because over the last couple of weeks, I've moved all of this equipment around and we're just having things happen. So the fact that you got to pick it up and you're starting from zero, like I've been doing this for years, and I still expect things to go wrong. This fact that you guys have to pick it up, start from zero, and put on awesome broadcasts for your students who are going to get bored easily anyways and be not paying much attention, I think is awesome. And if I can make it go any easier for you, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. What do we got, baby?
Okay, Canny says, is it worth it to use any other version of OBS, like Streamlabs OBS, Stream Elements OBS, or should I just stick to OBS Studio?
Oh, okay. Diana, hello, by the way. It is awesome to hear from you again tonight. Moss is in the house as well. Super awesome. Is she on the green screen? She's not right now. She's right here. Look.
She could. Oh.
I could touch her right now.
And I can touch him right back.
Now, what was the question? Oh, use OBS. There's no reason to use any of the other pieces unless there's something about those things that you like. And the reason why is because they're all made from OBS. There's no magical features in Streamlabs OBS that you can't use in regular OBS. So you're basically using a pretty skin over top of OBS, which just bloats it and makes it slower. Especially if you are using a Mac. OBS is the only solution for you if you're going to use a solution that's located on your PC. If you're actually streaming on a Mac, personally, you should be using Restream.io to broadcast, to be perfectly honest with you, because you're not going to get the results that you want on OBS using a Mac unless you have something that's much newer than what I have. Because I know I used to stream with my Mac and it's a mess. It's a complete mess. Any questions, Pumpkin?
We have comments from Mattis Berkland. He says he's been watching you for a while. He loves your videos.
Thank you, Mattis.
Loves to learn with your videos, he says. So he's a big fan, it sounds like.
Oh, thank you, Mattis. I really appreciate that.
Let's see. What is best for beginners, Streamlabs or Stream Elements?
What is best for?
Beginners.
Streamlabs or Stream Elements. They're both widgets. They're both going to work exactly the same. You're going to add them as a browser source. So it doesn't really matter either way. Stream Elements gives you the much more... Stream Elements gives you much more customizable options. But to be honest with you, I've been able to customize all the elements and stuff that I use on here. I just saw somebody put in a comment. Let's see. Best for beginners. Yeah, see... If you're using Streamlabs already, most of those are already kind of built in there, so Streamlabs might be easier for you. But she could make me a sandwich, Moss. She could.
I could, maybe.
Marco uses Mac and it does work. Hey, Marco, I live streamed with my Mac for 2 years. It works. Just don't be trying to do this stuff because it's gonna make you unhappy. But somebody asked if you can use widgets in OBS. Every widget that Streamlabs has, every widget that Stream Elements has, you can add in here. All of these widgets that you see in here, like the chat, like the cup, like the names on the donation stuff, like this widget right here, every single one of those is from Streamlabs. And I use it right here in OBS. So yes, all the widgets that you have in Streamlabs, you can use in OBS. And I want to take a second and talk about the awesome folks over here, just in case. This there's Michael T. Panetta, Tech Examine. He's the one who's forwarding all the questions to the beautiful Monica today. I hate to have you sitting behind me. It feels weird. But either way, Michael T. Panetta, yeah, you can sit right on my lap, honey.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
PIB, thank you for subscribing. All these folks over here, I'm big fan of their channels. But this guy right here, Apps That Rule, he does a channel that's all about apps on your phone. He uses Mac phone. He uses iPhones. He gets thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of views every single month, but his subscriber count seems to be not growing as fast as it should. He is very close to 1,000 subscribers. If you own an iPhone and you are possibly interested in apps, there's links in the description down below. If we can manage to somehow get Mr. Fantastic Joe over 1,000 subscribers, if you know someone who likes apps for phones or likes to see videos on apps for phones, do me a favor, share his channel. He's an awesome dude. Don't subscribe if you're not interested. I promise you, this isn't saying if you're not going to watch his content, you should subscribe. But if apps for your cell phone is something you're interested in, check him out because we're trying to help him. He should have been beyond 1,000 subscribers a long, long, long time ago. Don't you think?
Yeah. I do.
It's craziness. It's craziness. What kind of world do we live in? All right, honey, do we have any other questions?
Another question from Rajbari Kantha. He says, how can he fix the video lag problems in Skype by NDI in OBS?
Yeah, I kind of covered this already.
Okay.
If you are if you're having video issues from Skype to NDI and you're having lag, it's because your connection is not able to handle it or your computer is not able to handle it. It's one of those two things. And so go down here. Hold on, let me go to my tutorial page. So if you know your Skype connection is going to be laggy and it's not working, and you want to find out what the problem is for you, go down, when you live stream and you're getting lag, go down here in the bottom and see if you are getting dropped frames or if you're getting red on your kilobits per second. If that is green and you are not dropping any frames, then look up here where it says missed frames due to render lag, skipped frames due to render lag. And if you don't have this stats panel, you can add it by going up here into View, Docs, Stats. You can add it, and then if you're dropping frames here, it is your computer. So you're going to know the next time you stream if your Skype problem is your connection or your computer by checking those two things. If it is your computer, then you need a better computer. If it is your connection, then you need to make sure that you're definitely plugging in with Ethernet, or you need to upgrade your connection. That's the solution. It's not a magic thing. So there you go. Alrighty, babe. Anything else?
Wendell Live says, where can I get the dimension for creating a 2, 3, and 4 person on-screen overlay?
Where can you get the dimensions for it? Well, it depends what your broadcast, excuse me. It depends what your broadcast video size is. If you're broadcasting in 1920 by 1080, here, let me show you how I do this. It depends. I mean, you can make them whatever size you want. There's no template. There's no, it's not, there's not like a magic formula. Here's what I do. Boom. All right. So I'm going to go to Pixlr here. We're going to go into Pixlr E, and I'm going to create a new image. And we're going to do, I broadcast in 1920 by 1080, so that's what we're going to select. So this is what we have to work with right here. That's what we got. So what I'll do is I'll go and find a thumbnail or something that I know is 1920 by 1080. Since all of this video should be 1920 by 1080. I don't know that I have anything on this. You know what I do? I do. I have a thumbnail in here somewhere. This should be my live thumbnail. So I should be able to use this as my template. Boom. And we're going to add it to the current. And that right there is the size of that thumbnail. I think this probably is 720, but either way, you just want to know what the shape is. You want a fixed transformation. You slide it over here. You know, you could duplicate this by going like this. So you know exactly what the size is that you want it to fit in. And we're going to duplicate that and boom. And then we're going to duplicate it again. And boom. And we're going to duplicate it again. I know that's a lot of me on the screen at one time. It's going to be okay. We'll get through it together. And then, where is it? That just duplicated again, didn't it? Doggone it. There it is. All right. So now we have a layout for our template. You just get all these puppies in the location that you want. I'm going to use this layer. I'm going to put a layer fill on here. In order to do that, we're just going to use the regular color here. And there we go.
Whoa,
now we've got a layer fill
awesome.
on here.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Grizzly. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, so we have this layout here that we're going to try to use. We're going to go up into the cutter. And what I'm going to do is I am going to select the mode add. We're going to remove. And I want to make sure my bottom layer is selected. And I am going to cut this. If I can, there we go. There we go. That's close enough. It's close enough for the board for a town this size. And then I'm going to cut this. And yes, this is not perfect. I'm doing this live for 30 seconds to show you how this works. But we're going to cut this. What's that?
It's Gizzy credit, not Grizzly.
Grizzly. I suck.
Grizzly.
It was really quick. I had to look.
I know.
Sorry about that. And there we go. So now theoretically, if I remove or hide all of these layers, woo, look at that. Look at that. I used a template. I got the thing that I wanted, and I did it with Pixlr, which is completely free. If I wanted to save this out, I could go in and use the text thingy, and I could put the text in here for the names I want, and then I go up to File and I go to Save. I save it as a PNG. Got to save it as a PNG so that the transparencies are saved, and then you just load it into your OBS. When you add your Skype people in there, you just size them up and put them underneath that overlay, and you're all set. But that is how I get the size, or that's how I do that's basically how I get the sizes for the windows that I'm going to use. And you don't have to use full widescreen windows. You can do little tiny windows if you want to. Whatever you want to do. That's the beautiful thing about OBS, is it lets you do whatever you want to do. It's freaking awesome. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's go back into main. Hello.
Hello.
What's up, babe? Any more questions?
The Future Soundbeat says, what's the difference between Streamlabs and OBS?
The difference between Streamlabs and OBS. All right, let's go into the tutorial here. And I'm going to minimize my little Pixlr screen here. This is OBS. Other than this stats panel usually isn't here. I'll remove that. I don't want anyone to get confused. This is what OBS looks like when you first pick it up. This, oh, I closed it. Sorry, hold on. This will just be a moment. This is just a test. Here we go. This is Streamlabs with some stuff that shouldn't really be in here. I don't know why it keeps putting this stuff in here. This is probably what's causing the choppy audio problems or something. Oh, let's see. Remove. Yes. There we go. This is Streamlabs. The only difference between OBS right here and Streamlabs right here is that this is a skin put on top of OBS with the and it has the widgets kind of built in. That's the only difference. all of these widgets that you see over here in Streamlabs OBS, you can put into OBS as a browser source. So you just go to plus and you go to browser and you just add them in as a browser source. You put the name in there. So there's no difference whatsoever except for one interesting thing. Because OBS does not have a beautiful, pretty skin on it, and Streamlabs does have this beautiful, pretty skin on it, Streamlabs runs slower. So if your machine is struggling to stream with OBS, do not think it's going to get better with Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs uses up more computer resources to run that pretty little overlay, and that is why it runs slower. It doesn't mean it's bad. Some people use it. My son is a streamer for Twitch. He uses Streamlabs. He loves to use Streamlabs. It works. It's a really good product. But it is a skin on top of OBS. So it does all the exact same things, and it adds a little bit of bloat to your OBS. So that's the difference. There you go, babe. What do we got? What's we got? Let's flip
we
over.
have
Daniels, and thank you so much. I really
it's
appreciate
Daniela.
that.
Is it Daniela?
It's Daniela. She just, yeah. I don't know what the second part of it is because it's not showing.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Daniela and Louisa. Man, do I suck at names. Daniela and Louisa, thank you so much. And I am so sorry that I mispronounced your names. You're probably going to have to get used to it because
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm so bad. I'm the worst. I've been saying Gemma's name wrong now for 2 years, and it's just gotten to the point where she doesn't want me to call her real name because that would just not be any fun. But we still love you, Gemma. All right. So what do we got?
Rajbari again. Adding guests via NDI and Skype in OBS. The video automatically make smaller or larger is the question.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Thank you
Yes, it
so
does.
much.
It does. All right. So when you're adding a guest in Skype, I want to show you how to. Let's go to the tutorial screen. I'm not gonna connect to Skype because I'm already having enough weird issues tonight that I don't need to. I don't need to add any more headaches to my computer that it's already having difficulty handle. So we're just going to pretend that this image that I'm adding right now is a Skype window. Okay, we're pretending. I know. We're gonna do it anyways. Let's see. Live episode 2 thumb. We're gonna use that thumbnail right there. All right. So we've got this thumbnail right here. This represents our Skype window. You can size it any way you want to, just the way you need it. All right. So you can size it any way you want it. When you have it sized the way you want it, you right click on it. You go to transform. Then you go to edit transform. And here's the magic right here. Bounding box type. Boom. Drop that down. Scale to inner bounds. Boom. Look at that. If you do that, it will never change sizes. It will always be this size. I hope that helps you, brother. Thank you for the question, by the way. Oh, Master Metallica vlog is tossing out the cash. Damn. All right, what you got, babe?
I have a question here from Moss. He says, what was the best streaming software again? RO Stream? I missed it. I don't know. RO Stream, that's what it says.
I don't know what RO Stream is. But the best streaming software... Oh. If you're using a Mac and you want to live stream without any problems whatsoever in the fantastic world that we live in today, then I would recommend that if your machine is struggling to do it, I would recommend Restream.io. I'm going to leave you a link if you want to check it out yourself. I also have multiple videos that show you how to use Restream.io. Maybe, there we go. Look at that. So that right there is Restream.io. Let me go get you a video that you can check out that shows you exactly what you can do with Restream.io Studio. maybe if I can. There we go. Restream.io Studio is a fantastic little program. It's you'll like it. You'll like it. And with Restream.io, you know what you can do? You can stream to multiple platforms at the same time for nothing. So let's say you want to grow an audience on Twitch, or you want to grow an audience on YouTube at the same time. No problem. No problemo. You can do that. Here is a link to a video that walks you through everything that Restream.io Studio can do for you.
Awesome.
For you. Excuse me. All right. Let me find my thing here. So I found it. There we go. Okay. Questions.
Next question. You just answered the question. Came from Vivek. It says, is Realstream.io free or more user friendly? You can use the link.
Yes, I put there's the video that shows you everything that Restream can do. Restream Studio can do, but is it free? Sort of. Like, you can stream as long as you want, as many days as you want with Restream.io to multiple locations. But there are pieces to add into Restream.io that you would have to upgrade and pay for. The truth is that upgrading and paying for Restream.io monthly is cheaper than buying a new Mac if you just want to use your Mac to stream. So, but Restream.io does cost some cash if you want the features that are beyond the basics. So, plus you have to have that little icon on the corner of your thing telling you you're streaming with Restream.io. So just keep that in mind. I tell you all that stuff in the video if you want to check it out.
Okay. Next, this is from Gizzy Credit, the one who donated to our stream. He says, I'm using Ecamm Live, and I'll use Restream to go live on Facebook and YouTube, but I want to take live calls. Which program can I use to take live calls while using Restream via Ecamm?
Okay, so if I were you and I was going to take live calls on Ecamm, especially if Ecamm is what you're using, then just use their Skype call thing. Because Ecamm has Skype built right into its functionality. So people can call in through Skype, and you can just add them into the browser just by clicking on their camera. So when someone calls into a Skype call that you set up on your machine for with Skype NDI, when they call in there, it's going to show up like it's another one of the cameras on the screen. It's freaking awesome. That's the best part about Ecamm, is it's so easy to add guests. Now, you may not want to physically have them on camera, but I think there's a way that you can just have their audio on there by clicking their camera off, so that you can just add them to the scene with audio and not put their video on there. I'm relatively certain there's a way to do it. So the Skype integration is already there, and especially if you're just getting audio, Skype is super mega easy to set up. So I hope that answers your question. Next question.
Next is, what's the difference between OBS and Restream.io? Is that kind of the same thing?
Okay. Well, kind of. OBS, let's go over here to our tutorial screen. OBS. Restream.io is a tool that you can use with OBS if you wanted to stream to multiple platforms. So if I wanted to stream from OBS to Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time, I can set up an account on Restream.io, and I can do that for free. And I have a video about how to do that as well. Right here. So this video is for if you want to stream using Restream and OBS at the same time to stream to multiple locations. But the difference between Restream Studio, which is a broadcast feature of Restream, let me show you that here. All right, so we're going to go into tutorial. Oh, we're there. All right. let's get to Restream.io. Boom. Kablamo. Here we go. So I've got all the places that I live stream to. Oh man, it looks like I'm gonna have to remove that mixer one. Psh. Boom, gone. Look at that. It's so easy to use. Anyway, so this right here is the is for when I want to use OBS to stream out to these multiple platforms. But if I just wanted to stream directly from with these guys, I would go to, let's see, where's my Restream Studio dashboard? This one here. There we go. Enter Live Studio. And I'm going to be, this is going to be weird because I'm going to be accessing a different camera. So just so you know, now I have 17 cameras on this thing. So this is what the studio looks like right here, okay? So your chat would come in here, you go live right from here. And I have a video, the first video that I put in there tells you exactly how this all works. But this Restream.io is not on your Mac or your computer. It's on the internet. So the only thing that you have to stream out from your computer is your camera. Everything else is done on Restream servers, which means that it doesn't work your computer particularly hard. It makes it really easy on your computer to do all the things you want to do. So hopefully that answers your question. OBS runs all on your hardware. So if you're struggling with your connection or your computer or whatever, OBS is just too taxing on your machine or your connection. Restream.io is a perfect solution because all you have to do is connect your camera and they do all the rest. And you can easily add guests. They have a new feature where you can add up to 10 people. And this is free, by the way. 10 people you can add to your live stream. And it's as simple as just sharing out the little guest link. So if you're looking for an easy way to live stream with guests for free, Restream.io is definitely something you can do without having to tax your computer too very much. Can you have guests? Yes, you can. Vivek, I'm glad to be able to answer your question. Yes, you can have guests with Restream.io, up to 10, and a little birdie told me you're going to be able to add 12 guests really soon. Really soon. So there you go. Let's go back to the main screen and hear from the beautiful Monica with the Monica question cam that's not working. So she's right here.
A question from Gabriella Lima. I'm planning on making 2 channels, but I don't know if I should make them both at the same time. I'm just worried if I make both of them at the same time, I don't know if it would be too much work.
Gabriella, I love the fact that I'm getting a YouTube question here. Could you do me a favor, Pumpkin?
Yes.
Go flip that air conditioner on before we all choke to death and die. I need you guys right here in the stream to let me know if this sounds too loud, because I'm going to say too bad. But I want to know whether it's too loud. Put it on low. It's getting mighty warm in here. Okay, so the question was,
Making 2 channels.
should you make 2 channels at once? Can I ask you a counter question? This is
Gabriella.
Gabriella. Can I ask you a counter question? I hope Gabriella's still here. Matthias, hello, by the way, and Vivek, hello. Do you currently have a YouTube channel? That is my question. Do you currently have a YouTube channel that you are using? Music video. Yeah. Hey, Wendell. I'm just being real, man. It's friggin' hot in here. That's all I'm saying. It's hot. Good. I'm glad, Giorgio. Kenneth. And I can move it out of the way. I mean, I don't need this. It's not working anyway, so I can move the microphone closer to us. Okay, so I'm off duty, bro. Sorry to leave you. That's okay, Michael T. If anyone... What's that? We'll manage, Michael T. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. If I miss a question, it's possible that if Pauline Newman is on here, she's also the person to chat at. She's usually hanging around. Maybe she's still around. Gabriella, no, I'm planning on making one soon. Okay, Gabriella, here's my advice to you. making a YouTube channel is really, really hard. Being successful at making a YouTube channel. So my recommendation to you would be to start the one channel that you really feel like you have a lot of passion for and learn from the experiences with that channel. Learn it and understand how YouTube works. You know, figure out the editing part of the video, figure out the marketing part of the video, figure out the analytics part of the video. It's so much to learn that you will be overwhelmed if you're trying to do it on 2 channels. You want to learn the ropes with one channel, a regular schedule, and just learn every piece of that. I recently did a video actually that talks about, thank you so much, Tom. I recently did a video that talks about all the different jobs that you need to know to be a YouTuber. I don't know if you saw it, but I want to leave a link in here that that you can go check that video out if you have not seen it, so that you'll get a better understanding of why you don't want to start 2 YouTube channels when you're just starting out. You want to start one, and you want to learn these skills and get good at these skills. And when you start to get to the point where you learn these skills, then it gets easier to create content that you know your audience will like. Like, you don't know anything about how to reach your audience when you first start out on YouTube. You don't need to confuse it by trying to reach 2 different audiences with 2 different channels. So make it as simple as you can. Start one channel, make great content for a very specific audience that you're really passionate about, and learn the ropes. And then when you do, then hit that second channel for sure, because I love it. I have 2 channels, I have 3 channels, I have 4 channels. I do, but I did that didn't happen overnight. And you know what? Sometimes it's not very smart either. It's a lot of work. Next question.
Mattis says had to use OBS and Stream Deck. So he has OBS and then like a greater than sign and Stream Deck. Are they one and the same? Is it Stream Deck on OBS?
I don't know. I'm not familiar necessarily with Stream Deck. Okay. I'm not familiar with Stream Deck per se. As far as I know, isn't Stream Deck just an application? Yeah, we're gonna do this. Isn't that an application like this where you can control the different screens on your thing? I don't know that it's an actual streaming tool that I'm aware of, but I could be wrong. If I am incorrect about that, someone please correct me in the chat. Please do so. But Stream Deck, I think, is just the Elgato version of... Oh, that was funny. Stream Deck is just the Elgato version of this right here that I'm using right now, which is a free version. Carla, hello! Thank you so much for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Let's see. Gabriella followed up. I would be for my son. It would be for... it would be for my son. It would be too hard for... Would it be too hard for him to know all those jobs? Gabriella, I promise you it's not too hard if you just take it one step at a time. Just keep making videos every day and learn something new every day. She says anyone can do it.
Gaming and one's going to be sports.
Right. I would pick one. I would pick one and learn to get good at that one thing.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Wow. Giorgio, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Love your channel. Keep teaching us all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That is fantastic. If you do 2 channels, it's too much to learn. If you do one channel and he goes live or he does whatever he's going to do and he keeps making videos and keeps making videos and keeps making videos, he's going to get better and better and better at all the skills that he needs to learn just a little bit every single day, and then it's not too overwhelming. The first year that I made YouTube videos, Genevieve, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to say hello to you earlier, but thank you. The first year that I worked on YouTube, I didn't look at my analytics, not even once, because I was learning how to film. I was learning how to edit. I was learning how to go live. I was learning how to use Twitter and Facebook and Instagram to promote my material. And then it got to the point, gotta go. All right, Gabrielle, then it got to the point where I knew though how to do those things, and I was able to start to look at my analytics. So learn one thing at a time, try to do it better every time you make a video, and you'll be in good shape. Loving the live Q&A. Well, thank you, Carla. What you got me, honey?
Rajbari again, how do you add the subscriber widgets in the top left?
Subscriber widgets. All right. I actually did a video on how to add a subscribe widget and how to add widgets in general. So I'm going to just link that video right in here to make it super easy. I did a video where I walk you through how to use every single widget in Streamlabs with OBS, and I'm going to share that with you. I also did a video, by the way, on how to create the custom widgets that I use, because it has my own voice. I know it's not like you don't get to hear enough of me right here, but it does have my own voice, and it also has my own picture. That video right there that I just listed is the one that tells you how to add all of those alert widgets. The video I'm going to put in here is going to tell you how to specifically create your own custom widget with which is what you see there. If I can find it, because I know it's here. I know it's here. It's got to be here somewhere. Doggone it. Let's see. I guess it's back farther than, you know. It's funny when you create 3 videos a week, you would be so shocked. It seems like you created this video yesterday, and come to find out it's a month and a half, 2 months old. But it's obviously not, because I went back too far. But I do have a video. If you go to live streaming tools, it is a playlist on my channel. It will have that video in there that shows you how to make custom widgets in order to have basically exactly create. Here it is. Here it is. I got it. Woohoo! It's a miracle. It is a miracle. You guys never had so much fun watching me just search through my own stuff, have you? I know. Thank you guys. You are great. Love your channel. I gotta go to my script. Very nice. Thank you, Daniela. I really appreciate it. Wendell Live. Yes, the YouTube channel is not hard. Just a lot to learn. There you go. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. Take it one step at a time. 18 months to get to where I feel like I know. Wendell, it's so true. And it's so rewarding when something clicks, when you figure something out. It's the best feeling in the world. Can you live stream to YouTube gaming and Twitch simultaneously through OBS? Kenneth, absolutely, sort of. Let me show you how you would do that. We would go into, so when you're going to settings, you're going to go into, is this, no, that's not it. Here it is. We're going to go into here. And I would set it up to YouTube Gaming right here. And Twitch Gaming right here. This is Restream.io. So I would turn these off, Facebook and Periscope. And I would take this stream key right here, which I don't really have to do. Once I have an account on Restream, it's actually set up so that you can use it directly with this. I would just go here and go to Restream.io, RMTP. And you can see, you can connect your account if you like or not, and then apply. And then when I click start streaming, it's going to go out to Restream, who is going to then send it to YouTube and Twitch. And I can add the chat in here if I like as well. They have a chat app I can add right into my overlay. So Kenneth, the answer to that would be a strong yes, you can do it. You just have to use a program like Restream.io to do that. And if you are interested in taking a look at Restream.io, let me get you an amazing link that that leads right to it. I also have some videos about Restream.io that walk you through how to use everything there is to know about Restream.io if you want to check that out. Here it is right there. Right there. Oh, Giorgio, I still can't believe so many folks donated tonight. It's amazing. I'm telling you that nothing makes you feel better than to know that people appreciate what you're doing. So I really want to say thank you so much for, you know, for all the donations and just for all the questions and for hanging out with us, even through the ridiculous technical difficulties that we did have tonight. And I do apologize. Sometimes poop happens. And when you're live streaming, you got to expect it. Are there any other questions?
Yes.
Oh, we do.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. WEVM Productions is here and says, have you ever had a problem with your mouse lagging when using OBS? I updated my driver. It works fine everywhere else except OBS.
Wow, that's weird. I'm thinking that here is your problem, okay? When you are doing a tutorial, I want to show you something, okay? I switch over to my tutorial screen. Okay, so I see this screen right here. It's on a second screen, all right? But I can see my OBS right here, okay? So whatever I do on here, I see over here in delay. So watch where you're doing the work, not where you're in OBS. This is real time. This is OBS time. So my guess is that you are trying to control your... Oh my goodness. Wendell, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. Keep it up. That's awesome. He's weightlifting. Please understand that this OBS over here and this over here, which is the screen that you're physically seeing, are on the same computer, but there's still a delay. When I move my mouse, I want to control this over here. If I'm trying to watch this and control this, there's a delay. There absolutely is a delay. And if you're running into a lot of delay, chances are you are using one monitor, and that's difficult. Try to see if you can get yourself a second monitor. There is a solution that's not that expensive. You can get a 1920 by 1080 cheapo TV, and you can output your HDMI into that cheapo TV, set it up as a second monitor. Super mega easy. Have you ever heard of OBS Ninja? I did not. I don't know. I heard of the Twitch streamer Ninja. And Bray X, hello. DSFM Radio, hello. Awesome for you guys to check in. I really appreciate it. Man, we've still got 19 folks on here. Do we have any other questions?
Yes. Richard's World Traveler. Any way services besides OBS lets you stream at 1080p quality, like Zoom or Skype or Streamyard?
Okay, I believe... Well, I know Streamyard does not allow you to stream at 1080p. I can promise you that. What I'm going to do is, I believe that Restream.io does allow you to stream at 1080p. But let me just be sure. See, all right, just so you know, this is my webcam. It's not pretty, but it is what it is. You can actually see how small this room is when I put this on here. It's one of the reasons why I don't... but USB Live, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that this graphics, let's go in here just for fun. Yeah, 1920 by 720. So I don't think that Restream is going out more than 720 at the moment either. And what was the other one that he offered up?
Oh, see, now you gotta make me go back. Let me see. Zoom or Skype or StreamYard.
Well, Zoom will definitely do higher than 720. Zoom will definitely do higher than 720. But if you're looking for a full-featured, product that's going to allow you to do more than 720, are you using a Mac? If you are using a Mac, then Ecamm is probably the right solution for you. Let me see if I have linkies for Ecamm. I don't know if I do. I do have a video for that walks you through everything that Ecamm can do, and Ecamm is like a much more fleshed out version. Ecamm is like a version of OBS that works well on a Mac. basically. That's what Ecamm is. Now, if you have a PC, then you just want to ignore this because it's not going to help you. But if you have a Mac, this was probably the solution that you're looking for. And it does stream up to 4K, by the way. So that's pretty nice. OBS Ninja lets you make any device a wireless camera only using the browser. Well, that's pretty cool. DSFM, any device. I'm assuming when you say device, you mean like a phone or something. Because if it was going to make my screwdriver a wireless camera, that would be freaking amazing. That would be something that would be awesome. So when you say device, I'm assuming you mean iPhone, iPad, that sort of thing. Thanks, I'm using Windows 10. Seems like 2 Skype windows in OBS might work. Yes, if you're looking to add guests into OBS, Skype is probably the best solution. And make sure that you use Skype with NDI. That one is right here. Skype with NDI. This one here is going to show you how to add those guests with Skype on NDI and in the best way that I know how. So there you go. Harrison Family Vlogs, hello! Richard World Traveler, by the way, hello and thank you for stopping by. We're back up to 23 viewers again. Honey, do we have any further questions?
That was the last one.
That was the last one.
That was the last one.
Harrison Family Vlogs, you did miss 86 minutes. I do apologize. It is 9:30 though. I'm not 22 anymore. Did I say that too loud? That doesn't mean that 9:30 is my freaking bedtime either. And you know what? Whoever the dickhead is, who I answer his question in the comments and he goes, "Thanks, Grandpa." I have a finger under the table for you. I still love you, but not funny, okay? I'm just saying. I love you guys. I think we're gonna head out. What do you think? We've answered a lot of questions. Hopefully, we answered every one of your amazing questions. Talked a little bit at the very beginning of the stream about the thumbs down fairy. If you get those and you want a little bit of information about how you should treat it, please do yourself a favor, check that out. Harrison Family Vlogs, thank you. You have been helpful to me. Sorry for being tardy. Harrison, you're the best. You're the best, Harrison Family Vlogs. I really, really do appreciate it. What did you use to make your banner art? Giorgio, I have a video directly that shows you how I made the banner art. Would you like to see it? I can grab it.
Whoa!
When you say
awesome.
banner art, I'm
you.
assuming that you're talking about my overlay. My overlay. You guys are so amazing. Thank you, Harrison. The overlay that I made, I did a video on it while I was setting it up. So let me show you. I think I posted this a little bit earlier, but I will find it again so that you can go and check it out. But I made the overlay using Pixlr and then Photoshop, I believe. Or I used, not Photoshop, Adobe After Effects. But this one right here, I believe, yeah, this is the one. This is the one that shows you how to create a dynamic overlay. And I used Photoshop and I used Photoshop and After Effects. Oh man, let's go. Okay, did that come across? Did I post something? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, somebody has the finger for that dude. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that, Grizzly. Just know that I saw it, Gizzy. Gizzy, I'm sorry. Just know that I saw it, Gizzy, and the stream didn't, just like my finger. I love you, though. Thank you. Do you have any new videos about Ecamm, live stream, or restream? I have a secret for you guys right now. I do have one other video about Ecamm. It goes through how all the camera settings work. I just signed a deal with Restream.io. to do 5 videos. So those are going to be coming for you guys to enjoy. I'm really looking forward to it because it's going to give me access to their product, to suggest ways that they can make it better, so that hopefully we can get 1080 live streaming, but also I'll be able to get access to helping them to come up with ways to make their product better, and I'll be able to talk about it, live stream, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to definitely thank Restream.io for giving me the opportunity to work with them, but I also want you guys to know that that doesn't mean that I'm going to say glowingly wonderful, awesome things about everything they do, because that's not me. If something about their streams sucks or if it doesn't work, I'm still going to let you know. But there will be some Restream videos coming up. I believe the first one is probably going to be maybe this week, but probably the following week. And I'm really excited about this partnership. So I want to say thank you to them, but I also want to let you guys know that you're going to get a lot more information about the kind of things that Restream can do. And you know me, I'm a guy who thinks outside the box. I want to try to make something, I want to make that software do stuff it's not supposed to do. And if there's a way to do that, I'm going to show it to you. So, no way, look at you growing and stuff. Gizzy, you have no idea. You have no idea. Yeah, it's really actually very difficult for me to express how much, how excited I was when they contacted me. So I appreciate the fact that you guys are excited about it too. It means a lot to me after the 2-year journey that it took to get here for something like that. And that only happened because of you guys. That only happened because you guys watch my stuff and make sure that you let me know when I'm doing something wrong and everything else. None of this success would ever happen without you guys. So thank you, Robinson. Thank you, thank you. I think we're going to close it out. What do you think? Any other questions?
Nothing else has come in. Everybody's just sending nice comments.
Awesome. Hey, you're only getting one. What is today anyways? God knows. Today is June 26th. And you're only getting one. And it's almost over. It's 9:30 almost, at least where I'm at. So, you know what? If you had a day that stank, hopefully this live stream made your day. And it's maybe memorable for you. If it didn't, which, if, you know, I don't know how exciting your life is. Maybe you went base jumping today. But whatever you do every day, you only get one of those. And we're not going to get another 26th of... 20-something. 20... What?
End of June sometime. I don't actually
It's
know.
the 27th of June.
27th.
Thank you, honey, for your accurate depiction of what the date is. Now you're really going to get it when we get off of here. I'm kidding, by the way.
I'm not scared, trust me.
You're not scared?
I'm not scared.
Well, you should be. Oh man. So anyway, you're only getting one 27th of June, and you know there's no guarantee you're going to get another one next year. So do yourself a big favor. Try to make every single day memorable. Go out there and do something exceptional for someone else, because that always makes you feel good. And if that is not possible, take a walk. Hold your girlfriend, your best friend, your wife, your dog, you know, hold their hand. Tell them you love them. Call your kids, find them wherever they happen to be. Tell them you love them. Make every single day that you possibly can special. We only get a certain number of them, and you never know when today is your last. So make it memorable. I love you guys. You've made my evening very memorable, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for all that you guys do. And from Monica and myself, we love you guys. Thank you. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
And we'll see you next Saturday. Oh, by the way, Monday, I've got a video coming out. It's going to be great. Love you. See you soon. Main question. Hey, look at that. We're in the wrong screen. Thank you.